The one really sucky thing about not knowing how to do your makeup is that on days where your hair looks really bad and so you want to make your makeup better, you just end up like this. Hey internet, we're finally at the end of February, so it is time to tell you what I was obsessed with during this month. And also, it's cloudy but also sunny today, so the lighting is gonna change quite a bit in this video. Like that. I mean, literally back and forth. So I apologize for that, but this is what we're dealing with. So the very first thing that I was obsessed with this month is music from Sleeping at Last. I was introduced to Sleeping at Last by Rusty Clanton. He did a cover of the song Neptune on his channel, and it was so good that I had to go over and check out the rest of Sleeping at Last music. And they have a whole album that's just called Atlas Space or something like that, but it is all of the song titles are named after different planets, and it has this very atmospheric feel, and the music is just awesome. So if you get the chance, go and check it out. I think my favorite song might be Saturn, but there are so many great ones. Next this month, I watched this Bollywood movie called Kal Ho Naa Ho. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it is a Bollywood movie with Shah Rukh Khan in it, who is like the biggest star ever, and it was just like such a good movie, but also so incredibly sad. And I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone, but I spent at least a half hour, like the last half hour of the movie, bawling my eyes out at like 1:30 in the morning, and the next morning I woke up and I still had this pang in my chest, and it was just really intense. So if you've never seen a Bollywood movie, they tend to be like these gigantic productions with singing and dancing, specifically the ones that are very much based in kind of like a romantic story. I think that they are absolutely so fun. As long as you don't mind watching a movie with subtitles, if you don't speak Hindi, then you're totally good. I think it is just hilarious to watch. It's so enjoyable. It's on Netflix, and there are actually several other Bollywood movies that I think are awesome that are on there, and I definitely will be watching more in March. One actual true obsession this month has been Mitchell Davis's Snapchat story. Oh my god. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone use Snapchat in the way that Mitchell Davis does, but with the different filters, he's been doing different filter reviews, but he's also created characters out of some of the filters that like change your face up weird, and it's so hilarious. Like the first part, he made this character named Dird and this character named Rebecca, and they like dated, and then there was a dog and a grandfather, and it was so hilarious. First of all, Mitchell Davis is hilarious anyway. Second of all, he just is a genius, and you have to go watch his Snapchat. So his Snapchat name is Mitchell Davis, but there's 2 M's at the beginning and 2 S's at the end. So go check him out on Snapchat if you have it. Also, if you happen to be on Snapchat, I'm on Snapchat as Abijean, Abijean. Follow me there. I love Snapchat. To continue on with the theme of iOS apps that I've been obsessed with, of course, I have to talk about Face Swap Live. So this was more kind of at the beginning of the month, but I was watching videos like Jenna Marbles did this video with her boyfriend, Julian. That was the funniest video I've ever seen. I've watched it so many times and laughed so hard every single time. So I downloaded the app and I did it with a couple of my brothers, and I'll put the videos in. Haven't shared them with anyone yet, but they are hilarious. So I don't know why, but Face Swap Live hits the funny bone, like the ultimate funny bone that I have, that just, I think it is the most hilarious thing ever. I know that Snapchat has added a filter that does basically the same thing now, but I haven't tried that out yet. Moving over to YouTube. One YouTuber that I've watched for so long is Tessa Violet, or Mika Kitty, depending on when you started watching her. She is just this really, really thoughtful person, really creative person. Lately, she's been putting out these videos talking about different aspects of creating for YouTube, or just kind of like being on the platform in general. And I've been really inspired by these videos to talk about things. So I would highly recommend going over there and taking a look at some of these videos. I'll leave some links down below. But yeah, Tessa is just an amazing creator, and she has some really wonderful things to say. Definitely one of like the very genuine YouTube creators. Something I've started very recently in the month is journaling. I don't know how this happened, but I came across this video about bullet journaling on YouTube, and it was really interesting to me, but it also seemed like really intense, so I decided to adapt it for my own purposes. And so I've been creating this journal where I've been like cataloging what I've been doing during the day and my thoughts and like, you know, the goals that I have for the next day, and I guess just really kind of trying to pay attention to what I'm getting into and doing it in a creative way. So I've also been free writing every day as well, just like a really little snippet of free writing just to like kind of get things going. I would say that most of these entries have been taking me like a half hour to do because I'm trying to be creative and make it interesting. But if you have the time, I think it's definitely a really good practice to kind of stay mindful of where you are. So I guess my final obsession of the month, because I have to have something deep and meaningful, is that this month I've been kind of like really trying to take the reins on my life and like take some risks that I wouldn't normally do and just really work on like personal character development. I think that there's something to be said for if you feel like a little bit like you're floundering or like you don't know where your place in life is, to kind of like purposefully make decisions, purposefully be aware of what you're doing with your life and direct it. So you don't feel like you're just kind of like along for the ride. And I feel like it's really helped me to kind of be in a better place and, you know, enjoy what I'm doing, even if what I'm doing is like sitting and watching YouTube videos and journaling. I highly recommend taking risks in life anyway, but at the same time, it's just really good to kind of feel a little bit of a sense of control with your life when you take those risks. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's it. That's February. I'm really excited because next month I am going to attempt to go vegetarian for a month. This is kind of a little bit crazy, you know, in the whole scheme of like trying to take risks and trying to take control. I've decided that I'm just gonna challenge myself. I think that it's a really cool thing to be vegetarian. I think there's a lot of benefits for the environment, so I'm going to try to do that. So I'm doing Meatless March, and I'm going to try to document it as well. So keep an eye out for that. Let me know what you've been obsessed with this month down in the comments. Give this video a like if you liked it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Hey internet, we're back in my car for another car vlog. So today I want to chat with you about something.
He's disturbed, I think. I think he might have nightmares. He's smiling.